Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to my Sunday morning's live stream. Our local time is 6:31 a.m. and I'm with another subscriber lesson. And thank you very much, dear viewers, for joining here. If you're interested to join, you're more than welcome. What you have to do is you have to send me a hop on request, or you have to subscribe to my lesson either with a free trial or with a monthly subscription. The choice is yours. As you might be aware, if you like to develop your speaking, the only way to develop is by talking to someone else, a qualified person. It could be teacher, it could be another person. It is not necessarily to be a teacher, because there are many people who are not teachers. They can have also good, command over English. Okay, so today my target is to show you some proven ways to learn English faster. And if you've got any questions or comments in the meantime, you're more than welcome to ask me. I'll be happy to answer it. Okay, however, it is Eid day for many countries around the world. Happy Eid Mubarak to those people who are celebrating today. Okay. Hello, Ty, welcome. Hello, Ash, mate, welcome. Thank you very much for stopping by. We're going to kick off our program in no time, so keep listening and keep watching. Ash, mate, sorry, I didn't get your sentence. What do you mean by yesterday class join? What did you mean by that? Yesterday's gone. It won't be come back. So there are 10 proven ways to learn faster. Every day, every class is a new class. You should understand that. So, guys, people who would like to watch my previous lessons, like yesterday, day before yesterday, last week, last year, all these classes are saved and recorded in my YouTube channel. You are welcome to watch it from there. Okay, there are more than few hundred lessons, especially all the Hello classes are there. So, neuroscience has taught us a lot about how our brain processes and hold on to information. So this is a research paper's quotation or reference. Learning new things is a huge part of life. We should always be striving to learn and grow, but it takes time, and time is precious. Okay, is it precious or precious? Let me see. Um, Time is precious. Precious, 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 which means greater value, of being rare, expensive, important. So, how can you make the most of your time by speeding up the learning process? Thanks to neuroscience, we now have a better understanding of how we learn, the most effective ways our brains process and hold on to information. Honestly, guys, I was waiting that my subscriber might join. However, let's move on. Thanks to neuroscience, we now have a better understanding of how we learn, the most effective ways our brains process and hold on to information. If you want to get a jump start on expanding your knowledge, here are 10 proven ways you can start learning faster today. Take notes with pen and paper. Though it might seem that typing your notes on a laptop during a conference or lecture will be more thorough, thus helping you learn faster, it doesn't work that way. To speed up learning, skip the laptop, take notes the old fashioned way with pen and paper. Research has shown that those who type in the notes process and retain the information at a lower level. Those who take notes by hand and actually learn more, while taking notes by hand is slower, more cumbersome than typing. Okay, while taking notes is by hand is slower, more cumbersome than typing. The act of writing out the information fosters comprehension and retention. Reframing the information in your own words helps you retain the information longer, meaning you'll have better recall, will perform better on tests. Number two, have effective note taking skills. The better notes are, the faster you learn. Knowing how to thorough and accurate notes will help you remember concepts, gain a deeper understanding of the topic, and develop meaningful learning skills. So before you learn a new topic, make sure you learn different strategies for note taking, such as the Cornell method, which helps you organize class notes into easily digestible summaries. Whatever methods you use, some basic tips for the note taking include: okay. So before you learn a new topic, make sure you learn different strategies for note taking, such as the Cornell method, which helps you organize class notes into easily digestible summaries. Whatever method you use, some basic tips for note taking include: listen and take notes in your own words. Leave until spaces lies between main ideas so you can revisit them later and add information. Develop a consistent system of abbreviations and symbols to save time. Write in phrase, not complete sentences. Okay, learn to pull out important information, ignore trivial information. So, number three, distributed practice. So I'm reading slowly so that everyone can understand. It involves distributing multiple practices or study sessions. Okay. The method involves distributing multiple practices or study sessions on a topic over a period of time. Using short spaced out study sessions will encourage meaningful learning as opposed to long grim sessions which promote rote learning. Okay. So first step is to take thorough notes while the topic is being discussed. Afterward, take a few minutes to look over your notes, making any additions or changes to add detail and ensure accuracy. Do this quickly once or twice following each class or period of instructions. Over time, you can begin to spread the sessions out, starting with once per day and eventually moving to 3 times a week. Spacing out practice over a longer period of time is highly effective because it's easier to do small study sessions and you'll stay motivated to keep learning. Study, sleep, more study. You have a big project or major presentation tomorrow and you're not prepared. If you're like many of us, you stay up too late trying to cram beforehand. Surely your hard work will be rewarded, even if you are exhausted the next day, right? However, that's not the most efficient way for brains to process, to process information. Research shows strong connection between sleep and learning. It seems that getting some shut eye is an important element in bolstering how our brains remember something. Deep sleep can strengthen memories. If the sleep occurs within 12 hours of learning the new information, and students who both study and get plenty of sleep not only perform better academically, they are also happier. Modify your practice. Okay, if you're learning a skill, don't do the same thing over and over. Making slight changes in doing repeated practice session will help you master a skill faster than doing it in the same way every time. In one study of people who learned a computer's motor skill, those who learned the skill then had a modified practice session where the where they practiced the skill in a slightly different way, perform better than those who repeated original task over and over. Good morning, Melina. Thank you very much for stopping by. The only works if the modifications are small. Making big changes in how the skill is performed won't help. So, for instance, if you're practicing a new golf swing or perfecting a tennis game, try adjusting the size or weight of your club or racket. Try a mnemonic device. What is mnemonic device, guys? Do you have any idea? One of the best ways to memorize a large amount of information quickly is to use a mnemonic device, a pattern of letters, sounds, or other associations that assist in learning something. One of the most popular mnemonic devices is one we learned in kindergarten, the alphabet song. This song helps children remember their ABCs and it remains deeply ingrained in their memory as adults. Another is I before except after C to help us remember a grammar rule. Okay. Mnemonics help simplify, summarize, and compress information to make it easier to learn. It can be really handy for students in medical school or law school or people studying a new language. So if you need to memorize and store large amounts of new information, try a mnemonic. You'll find you remember the information long past your test. Okay. Hello, Ara dear, welcome. So, dear viewers, if you're interested to join, you're more than welcome. If not, that's okay. Keep listening to me. And honestly, I'm planning to remove some of my classes because I'm starting my studies soon. So it will be better for me. Possibly this class will be no more from next week, 6:30 Saturday and Sunday morning. All right. 7. Use brain breaks to restore focus. Information overload is a real thing. In order to something new, our brains must send signals to our sensory receptors to save the new information. But stress and overload will prevent your brain from effectively processing and storing information. Processing it should be, yeah, but when you're confused and answers are feeling overwhelmed and our brains effectively shut down. We can see this happen when students listening to long, detailed lectures zone out. and stop paying attention to what's being said. They're simply unable to effectively conduct the information into the memory banks, so learning shuts down. The best way to combat this is by taking a brain break, or simply shifting your activity to focus on something new. Even a 5-minute break can relieve brain fatigue and help you refocus, which means that do not learn something continuously. Give a break. Stay hydrated. We know we should drink water, be good for us. It's good for our skin and our immune systems. It keeps our body functioning optimally. But staying hydrated is also key to cognitive abilities. Drinking water can actually make us smarter. According to one study, students who took water with them to an examination room performed better than those who didn't. Dehydration, on the other hand, can seriously affect our mental function. When you fail to drink water, your brain has to work harder than usual. So, which means this guys and girls, you must drink enough water. Okay. Hello, Alpha. Welcome. You're new on this platform. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Number 9. Learn information in multiple ways. When you use multiple ways to learn something, you'll use more regions of the brain to store information object. This makes that information more interconnected and embedded in your brain. It basically creates a redundancy of knowledge within your mind, helping you truly learn the information and not just memorize it. You can do this by using different media to stimulate different parts of the brain, such as reading notes, reading the textbook, watching a video, and listening to a podcast or audio file on the topic. Okay. The more resources you use, the faster you learn. Connect you learn, collect what you learn with something you know. The more you can relate new concepts to ideas that you already understand, the faster that you learn the new information. According to the book Make It Stick, many common study habits are counterproductive. They may create an illusion of mastery, but the information quickly fades from our minds. Memory plays a central role in our ability to carry out complex cognitive tasks such as applying knowledge to problems we haven't encountered before and drawing inferences 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 from facts already known by finding way to fit new information. And with pre-existing knowledge, you'll find additional layers of meaning in the new material. This will help you fundamentally understand it better and you'll be able to recall it more accurately. Elon Musk, founder of Tesla and SpaceX, uses this method. He said he views knowledge as a semantic tree when learning new things. His advice is to make sure you understand the principles, the trunk and big branches before you get into the leaves and details, if there is nothing for them to hang on to. When you connect the new to the old, you give yourself mental hooks on which to hang the new knowledge. Okay, I believe that these are the 10 ways. So guys, welcome once again. Though this class is based on IELTS exam, but uh, you can learn anything about English language. And today I'm going to explain a few more things. Stay connected. Okay. IELTS speaking task 1. So academic in general. Okay, IELTS speaking task 1, but academic and general test, there are some common questions. And these common questions are very common and you'll find it interesting. Like first is, may I see your ID? And what kind of ID is acceptable? Passport, national ID, resident permit ID. In some countries they use voter's ID. So take the same ID which is used in a registration. Okay, and next question is asked. May I know your full name? Yes, my full name is my first name is my last name or family name or surname. I have also nickname, or sometimes they call pet name, which is my parents or brother or brothers or sisters call me by this name. Then next question is, where do you come from? Or sometimes they ask, what's your what's your address? Address. Okay. Next one is, where do you come from? then you can say I come from Philippines. The name of the city is Manila. This is the capital city of the country. My address is hello, Nathan, welcome. Okay. The next question is, how do I address you? How do I address you? What's your address and how do I address you? Remember, these are two different questions. What's your address or how do I address you, right? Hello? Okay, so how do I address you? Remember, it's very easy questions. Very often, students do not understand this word, so be careful because address can be noun, address can be verb. Address, address, Okay, if you just notice that address is a short sound in British English and American English is address, 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 and address. Remember that you need to be careful if you're using as a noun and if you're using as a verb. This is noun, okay? When address is noun, when address is verb, address, address. Okay. Excuse me. Stop spamming, okay? Oh, you have to subscribe to me, fake Rahat Ali. People can understand from the symbol. Okay. If you don't have money, then get lost from here. If you need to practice, make a real account. I'll join your live stream. Okay, by making fake account, you won't get anything. Cancel all the fake accounts, delete all the fake accounts. This is advice for you, okay? So this is the advice for you once again. Stop spamming making fake accounts. I'll help you. Create your own account. I'm sure you understand my simple English. I don't give money to anyone. I'm sorry. Okay? If you're listening to me, this is a good advice for you. Okay, the advice is delete or cancel all the fake accounts. Create your own account. Then come to my live stream. I'll help you. Not with the fake name, fake account. And for information, this is a real violation of the Hallo policy and code of conduct. If you do that, an admin can ban you. You know that, don't you? Because you're good at just creating fake accounts. Use this quality to develop something. So the last question of remember address. This word has two different parts of it. So one of them is noun, address, and another one is verb, address. So when it's noun, we stress in the first syllable, address. When it is verb, we stress in the second one, address. So you need to be careful about these two phonetic sounds, the two stressing points. It is really important for you to understand the difference between these two words. Okay? So how do I address you? Or how do I address you? Which one is correct, you think, guys? Once again, because it's a verb, we have to stress in the second part. How do I address you? You can see from the phonetic symbols of the USA. Address and address. Address. So the meaning of address is as a verb to deliver a speech or how to call someone else. Okay. You didn't listen to me, fake person, what I have said. If you listen to me, then obviously I'll help you. Okay. So how about I've got 55 seconds, not 54 seconds. So dear viewers, thank you very much for joining at the moment. Bear in mind that this app is designed to develop your English speaking and learning, which is why it should be our primary focus to develop your weak side. How do you know which one is your weak side? If you don't know, I'm sure most of the cases you are aware of your weak sides. But if you're not sure which one is your weak side, ask a teacher who can help you. Okay, and as you might be aware, there are 4 features: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Just go on with it and you will find the difficult part is the weaker part. Thank you very much for watching this live stream. Hope to see you later. Bye.